Hey there, welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you are new here. My name is Stephanie, and I am really glad to see you today. I have so many Christmas ornaments to share with you today. Last year, I did a little Christmas decor tour around my house. I had originally wanted to do some ornament show and tells, but time just got away from me, especially when I did the catalog series. I really focused on catalogs a lot last year, so I decided just to take you guys around the house. I'll link that video below if you're interested in it. But through the year, I've had some different requests from people to do an ornament show and tell, or ornament show and tells, because there are lots and lots of ornaments in my collection. I have a large main tree. It's actually 12 feet tall, I know, and it has lots and lots of ornaments on it. They're kind of all themed around like a sugar plum childhood fantasy tree almost. It has a lot of Disney, a lot of sweets and treats, toys, characters, that kind of stuff. So that's my main tree. And then I also have a vintage tree that has vintage ornaments on it that have been in my family for a long time. So I pulled out my ornaments, and at least for the main tree, we are definitely going to do a vintage ornament video, no questions. But I pulled out a lot of the ornaments, or all of the ornaments, for my main tree. I'm gonna try to do a few separate videos with them, and this is the first video, and we are going to focus on the Disney themed ornaments. I have quite a few here to share with you, so I hope that you will enjoy looking through them. If you like Disney, if you like ornaments, settle in because we are going to have some fun looking through all of these. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is our first ornament. As you can see, it is Carl and Ellie from the movie Up, and it's really cool because it's a glass ball, and inside we have the little scene of Carl and Ellie painting their mailbox. You can kind of see there. Yeah. So I got this at the Disney store a few years ago, and you can see on the hanger, this is for the 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary of Up. I just thought this was really sweet. Here we have the Happy Holidays 2009 ornament. I got this at Walt Disney World in 2009. This is when my husband and I went on our honeymoon to Disney World. Actually, we did Disney World and Universal Studios, and we went to SeaWorld. And of course, we went in November, so it was all decked out for Christmas. They had lots of Christmas things, and I just loved the holiday design they had for that year, because it had all the different characters. You can see. Make sure you can kind of see it all the way around. But I just love this. And this was actually, I think, the holiday card I sent out that year had the same image on it. Very, very cool. And this is another one that I believe I got that same trip. We have Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and they are visiting Walt Disney World. You can see Mr. Potato Head has his goofy hat on, and Mrs. Potato Head has her Minnie Mouse ears, and then she also has these really cute balloons, little Mickey Mouse ear balloons, and they're sparkly. They're sparkly. I love the attention to detail. Of course, the back, they have their little compartments. They're just super adorable. Our next little friend is Jiminy Cricket. I love him so much. I got him at the Disney store several years ago now. But he's fun to hang on the tree because he kind of looks like he's like dropping down. He's dropping down with his umbrella in hand, and his umbrella is very, very sparkly and glittery, as is his hat and his little coat there. He's very fun. Very fun and sparkly. Next we have this Little Mermaid ornament, and this is actually one from my childhood that I picked out. The back of it says Kurt S. Adler, so it is a Kurt Adler ornament. I actually remember picking this out. My mom and I had gone up to Asheville, North Carolina, and there used to be this really amazing Christmas shop there. It's not there anymore, unfortunately. It closed several years ago. But it was this Christmas shop in a house, I think. It's like a house. It may have been called the Christmas house, maybe. But I always found it so fascinating when I was a kid. It was just full to the brim with Christmas decorations and ornaments, and they had a train that went all the way around the room, up high above your head near the ceiling. It's always so fun. But they had just tons of different ornaments, and I picked this one. I was probably around 7, maybe 7 or so when I picked this one out. But it's just this little wooden ornament with Ariel on it. And it just has this nice little ribbon hanger right here. And here is another wooden ornament. Now I cannot remember. At first I wanted to say I got this ornament at the same place as Ariel, but I can't remember if this came from there or maybe this came from like a Christmas show. But this says the Walt Disney Company, made in Taiwan on the back. And it also has the little ribbon hanger. It's like red and blue ribbon. But we have Mickey and Minnie right there. And they are holding a heart. And they have little like little leather circle ears attached to the wood. I've had this one for a while too. Definitely got it when I was a young child. So that's held up pretty decently. Mickey. Our next ornament is from Mickey's Christmas Carol, a classic, and it is just Scrooge McDuck and Tiny Tim when he is coming to surprise the family with all the Christmas goodies and toys. I actually got this ornament at the Southern Christmas Show. Southern Christmas Show is a special exhibition that is in town for about a couple weeks, maybe a little less than a week and a half to 2 weeks. It goes over 2 weekends, and it has tons and tons of different booths, vendors. They do entertainment, they have food, crafts, just all kinds of fun stuff. And my favorite booth, one of my favorite booths, is a shop called the Christmas Mouse, and they have all kinds of fun ornaments. So I always pick up some when I visit, and this was one of them. I was on the fence about this because looking at it, I thought I probably could have made it myself, because all this is a figure from like the figure packs that you can buy from the Disney store. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But they have little packs of different themed like characters, and you can buy a set of them, and all you would need to do would be just to put this little eye hook thing in and then attach a hanger, and voila, you would have your own ornament. But I just decided that when am I ever going to get around to that? So I just paid for this. Paid for it already done. And I have another ornament. Here we go. Marley, the ghost of Jacob Marley, which is Goofy, from Mickey's Christmas Carol. Mickey's Christmas Carol. And he is very cool. He is also one of the figures. Now these are the only two I have from Mickey's Christmas Carol. I hadn't really made a plan to buy all of them. I just bought the ones that I liked the best, which were Scrooge and Tiny Tim, and of course Goofy as Jacob Marley. He's pretty cool. He's like this translucent blue, which is awesome, and he has the chains. So yeah, pro tip, Christmas hack, just go buy the figures and attach hooks to them, and you will have your own set of cool ornaments, because that's all this is. But again, if you do not feel crafty and you do not have time, you can just pay for ready-made ones like this, but you will pay a premium. Next we have this Tinkerbell cupcake ornament. She is sitting on top of a cupcake. I got this one at, well, on a trip to Walt Disney World. I'm pretty sure I bought this one in one of the little shops, the little Christmas shop at Downtown Disney, but it's Disney Springs now. But when I got it, it's when we still called it Downtown Disney. But they had just so many amazing ornaments to choose from, and I love this one. The only thing is, her little wings broke off. I actually still have them. I actually re-glued them one time and they fell off, so I have them. I just need to glue them back on again, or just cut my losses and be like, never mind. It's not really that big of a deal, but I still have them in a drawer. But it's so sparkly, and we have little green and white peppermints and sparkly red and green gumdrops. It's just very magical and glittery and sparkly. She looks very cute on the tree, holding her little sparkly green gumdrop. Our next ornament is this little Chip and Dale scene from the Disney cartoon Pluto's Christmas Tree. And when Chip is trying to extinguish Dale with the little candle snuffer right there, you can see a little better. Hopefully. I got this at the Disney store a few years ago, and I thought it was super cute. So we have Chip and Dale right here. The way I tell Chip and Dale apart is because Dale starts with D, and red has a D in it, and Dale has a red nose. So Dale, red. There we go. And while we're talking about Chip and Dale, I'll just show you my other Chip and Dale ornament. There they are. They are hanging on to this peanut. I also got this ornament from the Disney store. And I believe this is from the Working for Peanuts cartoon. Working for Peanuts Disney cartoon. It's a very detailed peanut right here. And we have Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale right there, hanging on. He's very determined. He's very determined. Look at his little determined face. Yes. So determined. The next ornament we have to look at is this doorknob ornament from Alice in Wonderland. You can see it has, let me see if I can show you better. There we go. You can see it has two different faces here. This one from the Disney store. It actually has a date on it, 2017. That's when I got this one, so it's not too old. I just thought it was such a cool ornament. Alice in Wonderland's actually not even one of my favorite Disney movies. I know, I'm sorry if you love it. It's just not one of my favorites, but I just really had to have this one. This is so cute. Speaking of Alice in Wonderland, we have the White Rabbit. The White Rabbit, and he has his little trumpet, his little horn. There. I got this one at the Christmas Mouse, the Southern Christmas Show. And again, this is probably another example of I could have made it myself. But I didn't. Again, it's just a figure with a hook and a hanger. So pretty simple. Pretty simple. And I also got at the same time the March Hare. These are pretty new. I think, did I get these last year? I can't remember. They're very recent. I haven't had them a very long time. But we have the March Hare here. And he's got all of his little teacups. And it's kind of cool because the tea is just flying out, splashing. So, I'm surprised I don't actually have an Alice or a Cheshire Cat. Because those would be two I might get. I don't really care about the Queen of Hearts. Sorry. Like, I really don't buy the villain ornaments. don't vibe with my tree. So I don't really tend to get the villains. He's got like this grassy, rough texture on the bottom here. His little floofy tail. So those are the Alice in Wonderland ones that I have. This is an older ornament that I have from my childhood. I'm pretty sure this is from 1991 because I mean I know we got it when I was young. But when I did the Disney Store catalog look through last year, I am pretty sure that catalog was from 1991 and it had this ornament in it. It's just this little wooden ornament, and it has the Mickey Mouse clock face. The package says the Walt Disney Company. It's a classic Mickey Mouse clock look. I had an alarm clock with the same design. It was a little red alarm clock when I was a kid. The Mickey Mouse on it. Just looks like a little pocket watch. This little handle on it. Our next ornament is this Disney Hallmark ornament. I got this from the Hallmark store several years ago, and it is a sound ornament. So I would be careful because it is a little loud and I can't turn it on or off. It does need to have the batteries replaced, so I'll do that before I put it on the tree, because it's not working right anyway. It makes like a weird starting sound but doesn't finish. But when you turn the crank, Mickey kind of operates this toy machine, Mickey's toy machine, and different toys come out of this chute and go into the basket area. So it's pretty cool. Even the little speaker is like mouse ears. We have the little Pixar ball right here, and there's like a couple other toys that rotate on the wheel. Next we have this adorable little teacup, and it has Jacques and Gus Gus. And take a closer look at them. They are hanging out in their teacup. They're very fancy teacup, actually. Of course, they are from Cinderella. I got this at the Disney Store probably maybe about 13 years ago. I don't know. I just really loved this ornament. I love Jacques and Gus Gus. They have their little cute little tails here. You can see little details there. I just love them. Gus Gus is so cute. I always think that a really cute ornament that they should make, and maybe they do, I haven't really looked into it, but a cute ornament would be Gus Gus holding all the little corn kernels. You know, when he's walking, he's trying to like carry too many corn kernels. That would be an adorable ornament. I would totally get that. I always say, like, if I'm carrying too much stuff at once, I'm like, I'm gonna Gus Gus it. I'm Gus Gussing it. So that is our little teacup. I have one other Jacques and Gus Gus ornament, so I'll show you that. Equally adorable. We have Gus Gus and Jacques in the glass slipper. Cinderella's glass slipper. So this is another Disney Store ornament. I got maybe a couple years after the teacup. I don't really remember when it came out. I've had it a few years now, but I just loved it. It's cool iridescent glass slipper, and they're just hanging out in there, going for a ride. I don't know. It's funny because their tails are black here. They have little black tails, but in the teacup they are more like the fur color. Interesting. This one is one of my very favorite Winnie the Pooh ornaments. It is a Hallmark ornament. Let's see, it's 2011. Actually, there's a date on the bottom here. It's 2011, and it is a sound ornament. And I will not play it because that will not be very soft. It'll be a little louder than we want. But I love it because it lights up. The little lantern here he's holding lights up. See, Pooh and Piglet are walking. Well, Piglet's not. Piglet's on a sled. But Pooh is pulling Piglet on a little sled. And they're on like a little snowy walk through the woods. And these adorable little snowflakes are hanging from the tree. This little birch tree. And there's a little red cardinal in the tree too. Yeah. And it says, "So much Christmas wonder to discover," here on the bottom. And it plays the sweetest little tune. Oh my gosh. It's probably one of my favorite sound ornaments because it's just so, I don't know, so homey and cozy. I really love this one. And they're walking on sparkly sparkly snow. It's very detailed. We can even see the little footprints. I don't know if you can see it. Little footprints. And the little tread marks from the sled. Little sled. So, I really love this one. Here we have another Pooh character. This is a Heffalump. A Heffalump. In case you are unfamiliar. But there she is, or he, in all of their glory. A very colorful stripe with the tutu. And, you know what? I think this is another one I got from the Christmas Mouse, I believe. And this is another example of a figure that you could turn into an ornament. You could get the Winnie the Pooh set and make your own ornaments. I can't remember if they had a woozle or not. I should probably get a woozle if they have one, right? So the Heffalump and the woozle could be together. This ornament is one of my favorites from the Disney store. We have the fairies. The fairies from Sleeping Beauty. Make sure you can actually see them. But we have the fairies Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. I just really thought they were cool. That's the back. You can see their little wings. I can't remember what year I got this, but I've had it for several years now. And I like the attention to detail. You know, sometimes ornaments or dolls or figures, anything that's supposed to be a likeness, sometimes they don't really turn out right. This is not the case. These, I think, came out beautifully. They really look like exactly like their likeness from the movie, which is amazing. Sometimes you see things and you're like, maybe y'all could have gone back on to the drawing board on that one. You'll have like a lopsided eye or, you know, something weird. But these turned out quite nicely. Even has like the little roses here on there. This little green satin hanging ribbon. And this is another one of my recent favorites from the Disney store. It is the 70th anniversary ornament for the movie Cinderella. There you go. You see in there, it's Cinderella's dress. Cinderella's dress. And it's inside this glass dome. And there are little spools of thread around the bottom. And then here on the base, we have, it says Cinderella, then we have the little mice that are working around, the mice and the birds that also help with Cinderella's dress. But this is such a cool ornament. It also is one that has quite a bit of weight to it, so you want to make sure you find a sturdy branch for this. So I just got back from a little break. I had to stop recording and go pick up my son from school, and he was so excited about the ornament video. He helped me unwrap ornaments yesterday, so he's really excited about these videos and he wanted to be in it. So when we got home from school, we recorded a little bit of him doing some ornaments. So I'm gonna put that at the end of this video as bonus footage. So we'll have a little bonus reel at the end. So if you would like to see my son, Levi, do some ornaments, he will be whispering and talking about the ornaments, just a few of them, at the end of this video. Our next ornament is this Lady and the Tramp ornament. And see, we have them sitting at their little dinner date table, and they are having their spaghetti and meatballs. Now, originally, there was a little container of breadsticks on the table, but it broke off many years ago, and I don't even think I have that anymore. I think I saved it with the intention of gluing it back on, and somehow I lost it. But that's okay. But it's really cute. We have Lady and Tramp sitting here enjoying their time together. I got this at the Disney store probably, I think, in maybe 2008. That seems about right. Around 2008. One of my favorites. This is one of my newer ornaments. I think I got this last year at the Southern Christmas show. It is a little VHS tape and container of the Little Mermaid movie. We have the appropriate front cover of the Little Mermaid. And inside, you can see we have the little VHS tape hiding, tucked inside. And then the back, we have the synopsis, just like on the real VHS cover. I just thought it was so cute. This is another Christmas mouse find. Our next ornament is this very cute Dumbo the flying elephant ornament, and he is just taking a little bath and having fun shooting water out of his trunk. Here we have the little blue sparkle on the base with yellow stars all around. And there's his little yellow yellow cap there. So let me see. You can see him a little more clearly. There he is. But I got this one at the Disney store a few years ago. I wish they would date the ornaments. They don't really date all of them. But I love this one. I thought it was cute. I'm actually not a huge fan of Dumbo. I don't love Dumbo, the movie. I mean, Dumbo as a character is very nice. But the movie is not my fave. But I still love this ornament. Here we have Snow White, of course. She is blown glass. She is a Santa's Best brand. This is what she looks like up close. Next we have this very cool Toy Story ornament. It is the Space Crane from Pizza Planet, the Toy Story movie. And we have Buzz Lightyear inside with all the little aliens. And there's the claw. And it says Space Crane here on the side. And that's where your little prize comes out, right there. I got this one at the Disney store a few years ago. Probably about 6 years ago now, I'd say. Probably. Give or take. I thought it was really cool and detailed. And my son, we went through a huge Toy Story phase back when he was in preschool, kindergarten. He was really into Toy Story, so he liked this one a lot. This one's a fun one. I like this one a lot. We have Eeyore, and he's floating on this red balloon. He's got his tail attached here. As you can see, he's not happy. Shocker. But yeah, the balloon is kind of this red sparkly stuff. I've had him for several years now. He's one of my favorite ornaments. This is one of our newer ornaments. It has a little emblem on it that's actually dated, thankfully, for my memory's sake. It's from 2019. So this was kind of when we were still in our Toy Story phase. But of course, this is Forky. So we have Forky here. And I love Forky. I think he's really cool. And I love that he has a little rainbow on his foot. And of course, Bonnie. We have Bonnie written on the bottom. But he's just a super cute little guy, and he even has glitter, like little glittery sparkles around his eyes and on his little buttons here. Cute little guy. It says the Disney store right there. This ornament is actually one of my childhood ornaments. It is Mickey Mouse as Santa Claus, and he can kind of go around this North Pole. I'm gonna try to, there you go, like that. Kind of make him go around. but this was a topper on like a stocking stuffer, like a candy tube, and it was like the top of a candy tube. You know how they make them, you know, they put like a little ornament you can save on top. So I want to say I got this for Christmas when I was maybe 4 or 5, and it has been a part of our tree ever since then. So, Mickey Mouse. It's just a little plastic ornament, but it's super fun. Next we have this cute little Bambi ornament, and we just have Bambi and Thumper. Bambi and Thumper, and they're just hanging out in the forest, as they do. And it is a very wintry scene. They're on this sparkly, snowy base next to this very snowy and sparkly Christmas tree. Well, tree, doesn't have to be Christmas. But it has acorns all over it, and then a poinsettia, or a poinsettia, however you want to say it, is at the top. I think this one's probably from maybe the early 2000s. I want to say my mom got it at Lowe's, either in the late 90s or early 2000s. Here we have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and they are just sledding. We have Pooh right here, and he has a sack of goodies on his back, and Piglet is hanging on and flying off. This one is, I believe, probably from Lowe's. I think that's where my mom got this. Probably mid to late 90s ish. But I've always loved Winnie the Pooh, and I had such an interesting resurgence of love for Winnie the Pooh when I was maybe like in 6th grade. I don't know what that was about. I wasn't the only one. I remember other people in my age group being like that, but yeah, I just thought it was cool. And of course it fits the theme of the tree perfectly. It's like faux wood. You can hear the texture. And to complement the Winnie the Pooh and Piglet ornament, we have this little Tigger ornament, and he is playing ice hockey. He has this little wooden hockey stick here, and his little wooden ice skates on his feet. Just another cute little ornament, I think from Lowe's. I think it was sold right next to the Winnie the Pooh ornament that we just looked at. And we also have this Pooh. He has on his purple ice skates as well, and he has a blue and green striped scarf. He is ready to go ice skating. So he just coordinates with those other 2 Winnie the Pooh ornaments that we have. This next ornament is Dopey. Dopey from Snow White, of course. And Dopey is quite timidly ascending the stairs with his candlestick, and it has a little sparkle flame a little sparkle flame right here. I love this one. I got it at the Disney store, but it is of course not dated. I got it a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago now. It's definitely one of those ones that I bought as an adult. Not from my childhood, but I just loved it. Thought it was really cool. I love these kind of detailed ornaments and like ones from scenes in the movies or the cartoons or shows. So, dopey, 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 dopey. Our next friend is Olaf, of course. We have an Olaf ornament. Love Olaf. I got this ornament from the Disney store, and luckily we have a little date charm up at the top, so I know it's from 2014. And Olaf is just chilling on the beach because you know Olaf loves summer, and he is on some very sparkly sand under his umbrella, and he is enjoying a nice little tropical beverage, and he has his little beach ball all ready to go. Next I have a couple ceramic Minnie Mouse ornaments. They are from my childhood. I don't know exactly the year, but I'm pretty sure sometime in the 1980s. Maybe mid to late 80s. But here we have Minnie Mouse, and she is dressed as a Christmas caroler. She has her little book of carols. And she's just a simple ceramic ornament. She has the little gold hanger right here. I don't know who makes her, obviously Disney, but other company, but it just has made in China here on the bottom. And then this is our other Minnie Mouse, little ceramic Minnie Mouse ornament. She's holding a Christmas wreath. She has her cute little yellow polka dot dress on. She has her pink polka dot bow and her pink shoes. This one's a little bit random, but he's special. This little plastic hollow Donald Duck ornament is one I have had since I was little. I got him from my pediatrician. He was a prize from my pediatrician when I was really little, maybe 3 or 4. I was sick during the holiday season, of course, like every kid. So I went to the doctor, and they were giving little Disney ornaments to the patients as prizes. So I have had this little cute Donald Duck since then. And he's just always been a part of the tree. And just a really simple plastic ornament. Now I have a set of 3 blown glass Winnie the Pooh ornaments. So of course we'll start with Winnie the Pooh. They are all Santa's Best. They're all Santa's Best brand. And he's just a very simple Winnie the Pooh. He's holding a little stocking, and he has a hat and a matching scarf right here. And of course his classic red shirt. And then we have Piglet. Now Piglet has lost a little bit of finish. You can see like on his cap here. And he has on the front a little bit, but this is our Piglet. Just this metallic-y blue glass ornament. He is on an ornament. He's an ornament. It's Ornamentception. We have green with red swirling designs with gold glitter. Gold glitter. Then third one is Eeyore. So it's just Eeyore with a bucket of snowflakes. Snowflakes. And he even has this cute little snowflake embellishment right here at the top. Little sparkly snowflake. And he's very sparkly. We have lots of sparkly snow here and here. And then even on his little cap right there. It's also very sparkly. I think these were probably from the late 90s as well. Here's another more recent ornament to our collection. We got this one from the Disney store in 2019. And it's just, of course, Woody and Bo Peep. Woody and Bo Peep. They're just standing on a base. But yeah, it's nice to have these little charms here to remind me of what year they were purchased. Just a basic one I got just, because we were in our big Toy Story phase. Next we have this little diorama type ball. You can see inside. We have Pluto. We have Pluto. And he is trying to bury a bone in the snow by the tree. It's a little wintry scene. And it's kind of this cool iridescent-y like ball. Kind of looks like a bubble almost. It has this snowy cap to it and a little red ribbon. This says Disney, licensed by UNESCO Group Inc. And this one, I believe, is from like the mid-90s. So we've had it for a while. It's just Pluto in there. This is also a more recent ornament. It is, of course, Sebastian on top of the wedding cake. We have Ariel and Prince Eric, little cake toppers, and he is holding on to each one. Here you go, you can see a little better. But this is more recent. It's from 2020 from the Disney store. I just thought this one was so cute. I'm a Little Mermaid fan anyway, but this one was very adorable. bell detail in the middle. Little heart. The last 3 ornaments I'm going to show you are actually little plushies. And this one is a vintage Sebastian from 1989. He's a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. And I actually didn't have him when he came out. I got him very recently, just within the past few years. He was in a giant toy bin that I purchased from an estate sale. There were so many cool 80s toys in this giant tub. I was like, I can't pick and choose through all this stuff, so I asked the guy at the sale if he would just sell me the whole tub for a flat rate, and he did, because they want to get rid of the stuff. It was a great rate too. And so he was in there, and I was like, I want to save him for my tree. So I did. So yeah, it's a little Sebastian, little holiday Sebastian. He got little mittens on his claw pincher things. He's just adorable. So yeah, not original to me, but I adopted him a few years ago. And then I guess it makes sense, since we have so many Winnie the Pooh ornaments, to end with Winnie the Pooh characters. So we just have this squishy little Tigger, and he's a little creepy. I never really looked at it. He's holding this little Jack in the Box. And he has a scarf. And this stretchy gold hanger. And then we have Pooh Bear. And Pooh Bear is very cute because he is holding this little Eeyore, like a plush Eeyore, which is fun. And we have stretchy gold hanger. He's wearing a green scarf with little fluffy fringe. Just very squeezable. Soft and squeezable. I don't even remember where these came from. I think we've had them since maybe the late 90s. Mid to late 90s, I guess. Well, we have made it to the end of the Disney ornaments. I hope you enjoyed looking through all of them with me. Like I said, my son has a little part that he wanted to do, so that will be right after this at the end. But I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed and found it relaxing. I am wishing you a wonderful rest of your day or your night, and a very good sleep. And until I see you next time, take very good care. Bye.
This is Disney Ornaments. So we have a snow globe with Pluto from Mickey Mouse in it. And there's snow on top of the globe. And Pluto has a bone in his mouth, and he's standing by a Christmas tree.
What's your next ornament gonna be?
It's gonna be this. So it's just a rocket ship, but it's a claw machine with Buzz Lightyear in it, and he's getting flooded by millions of aliens, and he's stuck in a claw machine until someone gets it. It's my favorite ornament.
Yeah, I like this one too.
So this is Eeyore, and he's getting carried by the balloon, and the balloon's red, and his name is Eeyore, and he's from Winnie the Pooh. And this is Bambi, but I forgot the rabbit's name.
Thumper.
So his name, yeah, standing next to a Christmas tree, and the star is like a ribbon flower, and there's acorns all over it.
Yeah.
This is Dopey from Snow White, and he's walking up the stairs. Looks like he's doing it at night, and he's holding a candle because he might is going in the attic. We were talking about an earlier ago, and I said it was from Winnie the Pooh, and this is Winnie the Pooh, and he's ice skating on nowhere, and he's wearing a scarf, and it's green and blue. Should have been green and red. Another character from Winnie the Pooh is here. It looks like he's playing hockey. His name's Tigger, the tiger.
Yeah.
And he has no hockey thing.
He doesn't have a hockey puck.
He doesn't have a hockey puck, but he does have a stick of it.
Yeah, he has a stick. And look, he has a red and green scarf.
Oh, and finally someone is wearing Christmas colors. Woody and Bo Peep. And so Woody and Bo Peep are from Toy Story, and Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 4. And this is how Bo Peep looks in Toy Story 4, and Woody's usual. Yet again we meet Pooh Bear, and this time he is wearing a blue and white scarf, and he looks very fragile.
He is very fragile.
He has Cherry with him. He's carrying a sock stocking.
Mm-hmm.
Another Winnie the Pooh character is here, Piglet, and he has a Christmas hat and he's hugging a tree, like a Christmas tree, and he's also fragile. So we got Prince Eric, Ariel, and Sebastian, and Ariel is the main character of this movie, The Little Mermaid. I always keep calling it My Little Mermaid. And there's a bell right here, and looks like they're getting married.
Yeah, that's on their wedding cake.
Now we have a very squishy plastic one, Donald Duck, and he's all yellow. Not really much to describe for him, but all he is just he's very light yellow, and he has a bow tie.
Hold him up a little higher. There you go.
We got The Little Mermaid again, but it's like a VHS tape in a container of a VHS tape.
Good job.
And there's a VHS tape in here, and it's in a VHS tape container with the fish and Ariel and Sebastian. And we got another Toy Story 4 character, Forky, and he has a rainbow thing on his foot and glue, and he's a fork. So he has some popsicle sticks for his foot, and it's raw, and it has Bonnie at the bottom. He's carrying a colored pencil, and he has pipe cleaners as arms, and googly eyes, and like Play-Doh clay for an eyebrow and mouth. He's a fork, obviously, and that's glue. It has a rainbow on his foot. So we have Olaf from Frozen, and he's at the beach with a smoothie and a beach ball. He has an umbrella so he cannot melt. Next we got Dumbo, and it looks like he's drinking from a water fountain. Wait, he's not drinking. He's in a bubble bath, and he's like a whale and sprouting out water. I don't know what elephants do that.
Yeah, they do.
Well, they do, and he looks like he's on a circus plate because of these stars right here. So next we got Snow White, and yet she is fragile. with flowers, and she's in her normal suit with a red bow on top. Now we have Minnie Mouse, and she's fragile, but not the other kinds of fragile, like real furniture. And she's wearing a yellow dress, and she's carrying a wreath. Now we have Minnie Mouse again, and she looks like she is reading a Christmas carol in her lovely Christmas suit with a green thing on top and a green bow. If you didn't know where Minnie Mouse comes from, she comes from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Next we have Mickey Mouse as Santa, and he's in a sleigh, and you can spin him, and it looks like he's going to the North Pole, just circling the North Pole a lot. And for some reason, I don't know why this could be an ornament. Well, it is an ornament, but the sleigh is yellow, and the sign says North Pole, so we know it's the North Pole. So this is Lady and Tramp, and they're going on a date with Spaghetti. And they have a spaghetti. Wait, they don't. It's like a basket with a candle in it. And they're going on a date. We have Sebastian from The Little Mermaid again. And this time he's like a plushie. So he's like soft and all. And he has a green, red, and white scarf. And he's a crab. And he has like those what are those called?
Oh, earmuffs.
Earmuffs, yes, earmuffs. Oh, we're back with Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh's on a sled. And Piglet is holding behind him with all the treats that he's carrying on a sled. Piglet is wearing a blue scarf, and Pooh is wearing a purple and white scarf. Back with Winnie the Pooh, we have Tigger, and he's also a plush, wearing a green and white scarf. And he has a Jack-in-the-Box for Christmas. Then we have Pooh again. And looks like Pooh has a candy cane and an Eeyore plush with a green and white scarf, just like Tigger. Last but not least, we have Eeyore again, and he has a bucket of snowflakes. He has a green and red scarf, and at the top of his Santa hat has a snowflake. And you can know these are snowflakes because snowflakes, he's been collecting them a lot. He's also fragile.
Thank you for all your help, Levi.
Okay, you can do the outro. Bye, everyone. I hope you liked this video. I will be back.